All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 26 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGJan24, and today we're going to be beginning the grind of the Mexico City Series event program. So, if you guys don't recall from Friday, uh, wow, they released this program to celebrate the upcoming event series or the upcoming Mexico City series between the Padres and D-backs. And you could get a couple cards from here. You could get Michael King. You could get Lourdes Gurriel. And you could also get a 10,000 XP as well as a deluxe choice pack. So those are your rewards. The thing is, though, I completely misunderstood this. I thought this was supposed to last for another week, and I did not realize that it was ending tomorrow. So that means that I am completely behind the eight ball here in terms of, can I even get this done? To be honest, I might just get up to Lourdes Gurriel Jr., and that might be as far as I go because I'm not sure I could get the deluxe choice pack. I would like to. Believe me, I'd like to. But unfortunately, if I can't get there, I can't get there. The important thing is getting these two cards because those two cards are going to be very important, especially for the Legends and Flashback collection here. Which, if we get them along with Laureano and Gallen, we'll have the voucher for Miguel Cabrera. It's literally the easiest voucher that you could get in this game at the moment. So that's the biggest concern right there. So I completely messed up, but you know what? I see my mistake, and now I'm going to try and fix it. So let's get this started. It looks like we need Legends and Flashback, Padres players, Diamondbacks players, live series. Runs are lower. What's up, SP Chip? How are you? Eddie Murray, he's a legend. So is George Brett. Definitely a lot of flashbacks here, which is fine. I'm okay with that. DeGrom, flashback, Satchel Paige, legend, Wilbur, Bullet Joe, Rogan were legend, and Zach Gallen and Parker Messick. As well as some guys here as well. Doing good, work 12 hours Friday and Saturday. Oof. Yeah, I know what those can do to um I know what those can do. They're not fun. They are not fun by any means. Yeah, I guess that's fine. All right, let's hop in. Just gonna do whatever I can here and try to get as much done as I can. Like I said, the goal is to get to the two Mexico City series players. Get to them, and then we can talk about, then we could talk about like where we go for if I go for the choice pack. Unlikely though, but we'll see. No, that's why I wasn't able to. That's okay. That's okay. I get it. Life happens. Believe me, you've heard me say. I've said that many times in my streams before, so I don't hold it against anyone if they can't be in a stream or not. It's not like I'm taking attendance here. So the way I figure with this is I'll try and get XP with, or I'll try to get the pitchers to be, or get the Legends parallel XP with the pitchers, and then for flashbacks, that could be all the batters. Which probably means I'm not going to get a lot of parallel XP with the flashback guys. Which is unfortunate. Woo! Alright. But now I got to take on Jacob DeGrom. So, man, SB Champ, what is going on with my Mets and your Phillies? We have the two worst records in the MLB right now. How the hell does that happen? What the hell is going on? Honestly. Yeah, I went. I wish I could say what I wish I knew what was going on with my Mets. I mean, everything that can go wrong for them is going wrong. Yep. Oh my God, who is out there? I mean, it's inexcusable for the Mets to be swept by the Rockies for the first time since 2018. Like, that's just ridiculous. Strike three, sit down. It's unbelievable. I don't know. And I would like to say that, hey, if the Mets fire Mendoza and force Stearns to step back as GM, then maybe something could be done. But I don't have high hopes that that's going to happen. And even if it were to happen, there's no way it would be a good result.
That's ball two.
And here's the thing.
Outside, that's a ball.
With Mendoza, he's like, well, I've never seen anything like this. I don't know how we can get out of this. Then why the hell are you manager? If you don't know how to fix this, why are you leading this team? Seriously. You know, for that logic, we might as well have just given Joe Girardi or Alex Cora. Well, Alex Cora at least has some experience. But we might as well just get Terry Collins back and put him as the manager, for as much sense as that makes. Ah, crap. Oh well. Ooh, I hung that curveball. I just don't know what to say about this team. Seriously. I don't know if it's the chemistry. I don't know if it's the fact that they don't have good coaching. Either way, this is not a team that is built for success.
Timeout. Ground rule double. Two bases, everybody.
It's so, and honestly, I think it's so frustrating as fans to be watching this. I mean, for God's sakes, we're at the point now where people are calling for trades, for players to be traded. Some Met fans are even calling for Freddie Peralta to be traded. Personally, I think we should trade Bo Bichette because at least his contract is much more trade valuable. Strike three, sit down. And gone. I tried. But I'm committed with Eric Gagne at this point. I'm gonna finish out the inning with him, and then let that be it.
Did he go?
Yeah, of course that was gonna happen. You know, I think I'm honestly shooting myself in the foot, but at this point, I don't think it matters. I lose, I lose. Well, no doubt I'm gonna lose. Doesn't matter how much I lose by. If anything, I'm helping out my opponent right now. Well, at least it's not a strikeout. But Tatis says, oh no, actually, that's a lie. I was going to say Tatis has my only hit, but then I realized I had an extra base hit earlier in the game. So, all right, well, GG's to my opponent, clearly outmatched, at least for the in the last inning. You know, he they saw Eric Gagne really well. Can't do nothing about that. All right, let's try. Let's try again. Hopefully, we can get a better result this time, or at least get a more productive get a more productive game here. And of course, I look at a fastball that's inside for a strike 3. Uh,
Ball, that's out. Ball 3.
there we go. Base hit. I'll take that. Hung that curveball, and I'm lucky. Strike 3, sit down. Oh, yeah? What were you grinding? Oh, nice. Good for you. Yeah, I'm nowhere close to Miggy, so I figure I take my time with it, and whatever happens, happens. Your Victor back? Oh,
Outside, that's a ball. Ball, that's off the plate.
well, at least you got Miggy, and I think that's what's important. Why did I swing at that?
Ball 1. That's a ball. Nope, that's inside.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go on that. That's probably gonna be an error. Wait, are they seriously counting it as a double? Really? Hey, I'll take it.
That's a ball.
Yeah, they're not counting it as an error. I guess we'll find out.
Safe.
Let's go.
Inside ball. Ball two.
Ah, darn it. Oh, wow. I thought that was the third out. Okay. I'm good with that. It's a good thing, too, because otherwise I wouldn't have scored that run. And Tatis is going to go deep. A perfect on a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. I don't think I've ever done that before. That's all right. That's as far as I needed to go with Joe Rogan, or Bullet Rogan, I should say. I don't know. I thought he would. I thought he worked out well for me as a pitcher. That is just my opinion.
Ball. That's in.
Well, I think any way that you could P5 anybody is good. The game seriously wanted me to have the center fielder try to cut that off, like when the right fielder was much more positioned or was positioned better. Like, come on.
Ball.
There we go.
Out.
That one.
Inside ball one.
Uh oh.
Yep, that ball went out. Take your base, ball 4.
Up next, for the Wolves, center fielder Mike Trout.
There's a freaking bee that's in my window right now, and I could hear it buzzing. Oh God. Should note that I don't like bees. Just noting that I do not like bees. Oh yeah, I've seen a raccoon around. Yep. Not at my house, but I saw them like in the neighborhood. Let's go. Well, this that must be the real life Devin Williams. I have no idea. My stadium or my opponent picked this stadium. So this is my opponent's. I guess it's a prehistoric park, but because it's got the dinosaurs, I see the lava volcano. What that what that is in center field, I couldn't tell you, but I'm not the again, I'm not the home team here. All right, so 2 home runs in this game for me. Like this is great. This is already better than what I could have hoped for.
Safe! He's safe! He's safe! Off the plate, ball 1. Safe!
Strike 3, sit down. Ah, man. All right, I guess I'll just. There we go. Tag him out. Eddie Murray tags out Eddie Murray. All right, GG's to my opponent. Definitely the type of game that I needed. 2 home runs. It's freaking fantastic. What? Oh, I was wondering where my phone was. What's up, Poopin? How are you? Dodgers Glazer?
Leading off tonight, second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Foul ball.
Batting second, right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Ball. Ball.
Yeah, well, I can't say the same about my Mets. Attaboy, Giancarlo Stanton, that's gone. That had to be a perfect. Hey, anyone could have stepped up and signed Shohei Ohtani. The Blue Jays had a meeting with Ohtani.
Nope. Ball. Down. Ball.
Why couldn't the Blue Jays sign Ohtani? Blue Jays and Rangers. Darn. Actually, the Rangers are pretty good with Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo's having a fantastic year, at least to start off. Don't be surprised if he ends up getting a Spotlight Series card for this month. He's been raking.
Foul. No, that's in.
I was really wanting the strikeout there, but I guess I'll have to accept the out. No. Well, you're giving him 9 more years? I figure he's done once the current contract is up. Although he still may be good, so maybe they could get a couple more years out of him. Strike 3, sit down. Maybe. Are you talking to me or are you talking to Gamer?
Now pitching, Greg Kimbrell.
No, that missed.
Ah, darn it. Why did I chase that? I didn't even want to. Oh, that was a good strike. Good sweeper. Dang. That could have been strike 3 if I wasn't patient.
Batting eighth, third baseman, George Brett.
What you got? Ball.
You guys also wanted to keep Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Just trying to help you out here for Toronto. Oh, wow. Dang. That looked like such a great hit, and then that happened, the leaping catch. Yeah, I don't think we want him at this point, but then again, our rotation is kind of bad, so only one who's solid is um the only one who's solid is Nolan McLean. Hoopin, they are one of 2 teams with the worst record in the MLB right now. Luke Weaver's not a starter. I'm talking about starters. Freddie Peralta has not been as good. I mean, Clay Holmes has been better, but we know eventually he's going to tire. So I'm just waiting for that shoe to drop. And then Senga, Peterson, Manaya, they're all disasters. Honestly, Clay Holmes may actually be dealt by the trade deadline. Yeah, that's what I said. Nolan McLean is our only good starting pitcher. Freddie Peralta has not been as good as he could be. I don't know why. Haven't heard him stick up for Mendoza. Maybe he knows something that the other guys aren't saying. I was surprised to learn that Soto was sticking up for Mendoza. That's ridiculous in my mind. We could. I'm sure he's one of the guys that the Mets are thinking about trading if their season doesn't turn around, which in all likelihood it might not. It won't. So if the Blue Jays make a good offer, maybe the Mets will take it.
Ball.
Well, Who'd they get from the Rangers when they traded Scherzer there? Was it who was it? It was one of their prospects. Was it Acuna?
D-Ray.
Okay, so I mean,
Ball.
not gonna lie, I kind of would like to have Acuna right now.
He's up.
Thank you, Tatis.
Now pitching, Andres Munoz.
There's a lot of mistakes that were made this offseason. A lot of mistakes. Well, we wouldn't need Dalton rushing because we already have Francisco Alvarez. So I don't think we would take rushing. DePaula, maybe we would take him. Yeah, J-Tag, we're bad. I don't even bother. So Giancarlo Stanton was my only major hit. Santander had a base hit, but yep. Right now we're as bad as the Phillies. Oh, sweet. We got a premiere pack from somewhere. Where did we get that premiere pack? I mean, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. Oh, nice. Two new World Baseball Classic guys, Naylor and Roman Anthony. Honestly, I think much like Verlander, Scherzer is pushing it. Why? I just said he's been the best pitcher that the Mets have had all year. There's no there. It makes no sense why he would be sent down. I mean, if anything, Beatty and Vientos need to be sent back down because they are playing like crap. It's really bad. Okay, so the flashbacks are done, so I need a bunch of legends now. I got the total bases, so that's a good sign. Maybe I can get this done. I can. I was the one who said on Friday, I'm not underestimating the Rockies. And look at what happened. Yeah, the two toughest ones, Otani and Judge. Well, all I can tell you, J-Tag, is just keep trying to get packs. I mean, the World Baseball Classic is the best for that. Just keep getting packs, and maybe you'll get lucky and pull one. Right. That's another reason you should be playing the World Baseball Classic mini seasons. Because then that way you can sell those guys and make a lot of stubs. Oh God, Randy. Even in the chase pack? Oh, well, I could show you. You just gotta give me a minute. I'm probably gonna get my butt kicked by this opponent. But just give me a minute and I'll show you.
Did he go?
Yeah, sure. I can't believe you've never played mini seasons. I love doing mini seasons, especially now that they allow you to choose the length of the mini seasons. They didn't do that before. He's out. He's out by a country mile. And the sad part is, the inning wouldn't have ended if I didn't try to steal. What's up, Grayson? How are you? Well, if you're good offline or good online, you should be fine offline.
Leading off here tonight, center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
No, they're not. They are not fine, Hoopin.
That's a ball.
I'm telling you that I don't think Mendoza should make it out of April as the Mets manager. I hung that curveball, didn't I? I mean, maybe. Strike 3, sit down. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Vanilla with peanut butter cups, please. Grinding this new content, trying to get Miggy. Yeah, Miggy's going to be a grind. There's no doubt about that. He is going to be a grind.
Ball, that's off the plate. Ball,
I don't think so. Yes, sir. Well, good for you, Hoopin. But for people like me, I mean, I'm 5. I only have 5. So, oh man, the curveball.
ball one. Ball two. That's ball three.
Okay, enjoy work, and I want that vanilla with peanut butter cups. So save me a bowl.
Ball, that's out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Tulo? No. Nope. Don't even. I don't have Soto. I don't have Lindor. I don't have Otani. The only collections that I've gotten done were the ones that were easy. You know, the Rockies, the Nationals, those cards or those collections, but none that had any diamonds in them other than the Kansas City Royals. That's on the American League side.
Nope. That's inside.
Heck, I haven't even gotten the Cardinals done yet. And the Cardinals should be easy because I'm only missing 1 gold. Savantson. Actually, I do have the Braves done. I have the Braves because I pulled Acuna and Sale. Oh, good strikeout. Dang.
Ball.
Yeah, I totally deserve that. At least I'm getting a base hit out of it. All right, well, GG's to my opponent. Oh well. I got 2 wins out of that run, which is pretty impressive. I didn't think I would get any. I got two innings out of Satchel Paige. Oh, that's good. That means I get my St. Patrick's Day pack. I guess I'm taking O'Hearn because he's the only one I don't have. Now I have to adjust my lineup to reflect that now I need legends. So the only ones that I'm keeping then are Brett and Murray. Let's see, Garrett Anderson. Yep. Center field. Turkey Stearns I could use. Barry Doby, Oscar Charleston, Torrey Hunter, Andrew Jones. Oh heck. Let's just go with Turkey Stearns. Oh no, wait. He's been horrible for me online. Hey Thompson, Rap Dixon, Larry Walker, Gary Sheffield, Roberto Clemente, Jose Bautista, Harold Baines. I'm thinking Hank. Second base, Soriano. I don't even need to think about that. Jeter, give me Jeter. keep me rolling. Let's see. I know I could do Bill Foster and Jose Mendez, but I really would rather. You think it should be different? I mean, Veritek. Let me see. Veritek, how is he? I mean, he hasn't hit well, but I don't know about Biz Mackey. Okay. I mean, in a small sample size, he's been much better. So okay, I'll throw him in. No, I'll leave my bench the way it is. I don't. I usually don't make changes anyway. Lee Smith, I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need Darren O'Day. I don't have too many other options outside of that, so I better not go too many games. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna struggle. Ugh, excuse me. Turkey? He really hasn't hit well for me. Like even in the event, in the previous event, he didn't hit well for me. But I guess I can keep him there. Also, I realized that I have a starting rotation full of legends, so I could just throw them in at some point.
Shortstop, number 9, Sean Bishop.
Nope. Ball one.
Wow.
Nope.
Batter, the designated hitter, Tim Singleton.
Hey, Oscar, I wish I could be as optimistic as you are, but I'm not. Based on what I've seen from these Mets, and the funny thing is, we saw this in 2024. OMG and Iglesias and Grimace, they're the ones who saved that season. If not for that season, okay, Mendoza probably wouldn't even be the manager to start the season.
Ball two.
But they're going to have a remarkable turnaround. Like, even better than what the 2019 Nationals had. It may be, but it feels like this is. It feels like this is not going to change. That's the difference. Oh, excuse me. Attaboy Jeter. Honestly, I think I agree with you, Grayson.
That's a ball.
Yeah, but it's one thing to be swept by the Rockies. It's another thing to have it done in your home stadium.
He's out.
Which the Rockies haven't done in 8 years.
Ball, that's out.
And that is why I chose to steal with Soriano. I wasn't about to let that be the let that be a double play that ended the inning. Oh, I'm absolutely worried about Senga. Honestly, he's done. He's done. Injuries. Hitters started figuring him out. I'm not surprised. I'm sure he's sharing a lot of thoughts that Met fans who don't want to be like Frank are having.
Ball, that's low. That's ball three.
Shoot. Yep. Like I said, he's done. I would cut bait on him. I'd cut bait and go with someone else. Not that there are many good options. What, you're gonna call Christian Scott back up?
He's out.
He won't. He doesn't want to go down to AAA. He's over 30, so I think he can outright refuse that. I agree with that too, Grayson. If the Mets don't do anything to turn their season or turn their fortune around, if they don't make a serious playoff run with Soto, he's not staying. You would think that, but he has every right to refuse. And if he wants to be an MLB pitcher, then fine. But that's why I say release him. He can go be an MLB pitcher somewhere else. Because it's clearly not working out with the Mets.
That's outside.
Yeah, you'll get the 200 strikeout Senga that the Mets were missing.
Inside, ball two. That's a ball.
The Mets have to be. No, he's not, Teoscar. He's been terrible. Probably, but then we shouldn't have signed all those players. We shouldn't have traded guys like Acuna for Luis Robert Jr., if that were the case. No, you kidding? He's been horrible. He ran through a stop sign when trying to score a run in one of the losses during a 12-game losing streak. I mean, who the heck does that? Luis will always have the memory of 2024. I mean, he's not doing too well with Baltimore anyway, but yeah, there's definitely a feeling of regret for letting him go in free agency. At least among Mets fans, because at least they were able to cheer him. Yes, he was. The most prolific power hitter that the Mets have had in this decade. The guy who literally holds the record for the most home runs by a Met, and Stearns let him walk. And instead we got Jorge Polanco. That's who we got. Yeah. And we signed the guy that he hit that home run off of. So help me make that make sense. The guy that Pete Alonso hit the home run off of and pretty much destroyed his confidence. That's the guy that David Stearns is going to go out and sign. He was, but since then, he's been completely destroyed. You say Lindor will be gone in 1 to 2 years? No. No. Lindor's staying with the Mets. Honestly, I look at the Cleveland Guardians and I see that they're not missing Lindor. I look at the White Sox, they're not missing Luis Robert Jr. I look at the Brewers, I don't think they're missing Freddie Peralta. The Blue Jays may be missing Bo Bichette, though. Am I a fan of David Stearns now? No. In 2024 I was, but now, forget it. He has not been as good as I thought he was going to be. All right, GG's to my opponent. At least I got a couple of 8s. I'll give you his stats. Hold on, Teoscar. Every game that I've seen, he's given up a home run. So this year, he has an ERA of 3.9 in 6 games started. He has a home run per 9 over 1. He gets a lot of strikeouts, 10 per 9. I did. I thought we were going to be good. He's 1-3 with a .3 WAR. I mean, he has not been as good as a lot of people thought he would be. Honestly, I'm okay with letting him walk in free agency. If they can't trade him, I'd rather just see him walk, and I'd rather go after Tarek Skubal. It is. He's supposed to be the ace. He's supposed to be the best pitcher on this team, and he's not. Yep. Yeah, well, doesn't seem like we're playing like that. I saw Steve Gelbs report that the Steve Gelbs was reporting that the Mets have failed to score more than 1 run in half of their games this season. That's the sad part. You thought Bichette... I had high hopes for Bichette too, but he has not been good. Even he's frustrated. He's probably thinking, why the hell did I come to New York? I should have just gone with Philadelphia. Not that Philly is playing any better, but he might have had better luck with the Phillies. Honestly, the way I saw it, Bichette was a panic signing after Kyle Tucker fell through. Did we not just freaking get rid of him? No. The only game I plan on going to is the one at the end of June at the end of June where they're going to be on the road in Toronto. That's the only game that I plan on going to, unless I see a remarkable turnaround, which I don't see that happening. Strike three. Sit down. I'm sure I could get tickets cheap. I'm sure I could get it for like $10. Bo may not even be on the Mets at that time. He may have been traded. I mean, look at Devers. He got traded to the Giants right before the Red Sox played a series against the Giants. So Bo may not even be on the Mets at that time. Yes, I saw that, and I was or Gamer was just telling me about that. I was just asking if we had already DFA'd or waived him. This team is a mess. At Citi Field, I'm not paying $100 to watch this team stink. It's really not worth my time. I think a lot of pitchers are they just tune out a lot of guys like that. They don't pay attention because when I went to Truist Park a few years ago and Jacob deGrom was warming up in the bullpen for the Mets, like before his start against the Braves, a Braves fan and I were yelling at him, not that he stunk, but that the Braves fan said he wanted DeGrom to come to Atlanta, and I was telling DeGrom that I wanted him to stay with New York. So, anyway, I think they just tune people out at that point. I don't think they care.
Nope, upstairs.
I wouldn't.
Nope.
I mean, I don't think there's any rule against it, but it doesn't make you look good. So perception-wise, you look like a total jerk. Yeah, and all he had to do was get hurt.
Ball? Nope, inside, ball two.
So the Mets are a mess right now. What a Mets. Okay. That sounds about right.
Leading off, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
I don't know what to do about the Mets, honestly. All I know is that I'm not spending a single dime on the Mets. Not a single dime. I'll listen to them on the radio. I'll pay attention on TV for a little while, but then afterwards, I'm I'm but beyond that, I'm not doing anything else.
Ball, that's low.
I mean, I feel like if anything, 2024 taught them that. 2025 or 2026, all that's teaching them is that if you spend money or that the Mets can't spend money correctly. That's what it's teaching them. I don't think he has to go, but he can't be general manager anymore. He could still be president of baseball operations, but
Ball, that's in field.
he can't do anything beyond that. And if he fails at that, then I would let him go.
Strike two.
Well, I think that just shows that we haven't learned our lesson. Because why would we run it back with Buck Showalter? Just because he got them to the 2022 playoffs? I mean, David Stearns has as much credentials, if not more, because at least he took the Mets beyond the wild card round. I don't know who they go after for manager. Big back Willie Randolph. Yeah, Willie Randolph wants nothing to do with the Mets. Nothing at all. Oh, wait, we're tied? Seriously? Holy. Wow, I didn't even realize that. All right, more free baseball. Pete Alonso? Okay. Well, I challenged him somewhat like that. Beautiful. We can walk this off. But I don't know. I haven't had a hit all day or all game.
Ball one.
Make me? No, I have no managerial experience. I'd probably be fired just even quicker than they're firing Mendoza if they are going to fire him.
That's a ball. Ball two. She's safe.
Let's go! Man, this is intense. That may be enough. Let's go! We won! Awesome. Ghost Runner rule, I will take you. Thank you. I think that's holding. I think the thing that's holding the Mets from firing him is the fact that Stearns expressed um, confidence in Mendoza, and Cohen expressed confidence in Stearns. So if you fire Mendoza, you have to fire Stearns. Maybe they'll do that next year, but for this year, they're not going to do it. But they did have it in franchise mode. In offline, you can use ABS. Is this Costco 2.0? No. This is some farm. Looks like. Oh, no. Maybe I'm wrong. Not farm. What is this? Oh, it is Costco 2.0. That's what I thought.
Ball in.
Yeah, I've used it plenty of times in franchise mode. Sometimes I've been successful, other times I have not. Ah, oh well. At least I got a hit. Oh god, the long windup. Great. And it's foul.
Ball. That's a ball.
Buster. Or, do you want to, I don't know, throw in the strike zone? No? Okay.
He's safe. Ball. Ball. That's inside.
Yep. All right, come on, guys. We need to get some hits, some runs. That's what we need to do.
Ball.
Yep, of course, because Of course I chase. So my opponent can get underneath it and be and get a base hit. Meanwhile, I get on top of it and I ground out. Cool.
No. Inside.
So Jeff Passan, in an interview with ESPN New York, said that the Mets are not as bad as their record suggests, but blames the front office for poor roster construction, Mendoza for not getting the team to consistently play up to its talent, and the players for a nightmare offensive performance with most of the lineup below replacement level despite solid starting pitching. And the team getting punched early on and not responding well. And it'll ultimately come down to the players stepping up. That's what he told ESPN New York.
Ball one.
So why have the player, my question is, why have the players not stepped up? Why has it been, if that's the biggest issue, or if that's the thing that's going to tell the difference between the Mets' success and their failure, why have they not been already doing it? That's my question. Is it because that they don't want to step up, or that they can't step up? If they can't step up, they're not going to win games. And here's what's important about me talking about trading players so early. The Mets need to shed payroll. They need to get payroll off their books. They need to get underneath the luxury tax. If they're not going to win, they might as well be under the luxury tax. Because then that way, if they're going to be terrible, they won't lose 10 spots in the MLB draft next year. And at least they can have a decent high pick. Like, let's say they even get the first overall pick. Okay? Being over the luxury tax, they're going to lose 10 spots. Which is not good, because that puts them outside the top 10. They could have the worst record in the MLB. They could have the crappiest season out there. And yet, they wouldn't end up with the first pick. Hell, they wouldn't even end up in the top 10. That's why I'm talking about trading players, because they need to if they're gonna have the worst record in the league, they need to shed payroll so they can at least have the first overall pick or a top 10 pick. Otherwise, they're just gonna fall to the middle of the round. But sadly, with Soto and Lindor, that's going to be hard to do. Bichette would be easier. I definitely would not sign Freddie Peralta to any deal. In fact, I would try to trade him if the Mets are dead in the water. Let's see, who else could they get rid of? Luis Robert Jr., maybe? I mean, he's only on a 1 year, or he's only got one more year before he hits free agency.
That's a ball.
All right, at least I got a hit there.
Inside ball.
Dang, that could have been a home run.
That's ball two. Ball three. That ball's foul. Ball four. First base.
It's not a hit, but something. My opponent's like, I could throw this down the middle and you still won't catch it. And he's right.
Ball.
All right, GG's to my opponent. Got a ball in his habit pack from somewhere. I don't know where. But I'll open that up. Machado and Naylor. Everyone but Luke Ritter is duplicates. All right, well, that was a bust. Yeah, I figured that the parallel XP is what I got, what I accomplished. I still need 3 more extra base hits, 6 more runs, and 11 more hits, plus 2 more wins. But see, now I don't need the legends, so I could just put in whoever I want. Ooh, actually, Arenado really hasn't played well for me online. I think I'm going to avoid him. And I'm getting George Brett out of there. I'm so done with him. Give me Altuve. Oh, I forgot about center field. Uh, Give me Pete Crow Armstrong. Oh, wait. No. Do I like to fish? No. Nah. Not a fish guy. I went fishing once in my life. That because my grandparents, or yeah, my grandparents live at, or my grandmother now, but my grandparents lived at a lake house in New Jersey, and so I went fishing there because it was just easy to do that. And so so I went fishing once with my grandfather. I caught like 2 fish that day. I also caught a turtle as well, but that was the only time that I ever went fishing. I'm just not a fishing guy. Do I like to eat fish? No. Nope, not seafood. Not even fish sticks.
That's a ball.
Pete Crow Armstrong with the home run. Wow. All right, fine. Um, maybe I'll get down to New Orleans eventually. Um, but I really want to stick to I really want to stick to my baseball stadium tour. And Chris Bryant, that's exactly why I put him back in the lineup. That right there, Chris Bryant is my guy. I mean, hey, I've always been curious about an LSU baseball game. I mean, they're the top program or one of the top baseball programs in the country. So I've always been curious with Baton Rouge. Plus, I want to see the football stadium as well. Football stadium looks awesome. And after all, my experience at Penn State was so amazing. I'm actually tempted to try another football stadium or another college football stadium. Strike three, sit down.
Ball one.
All right, cool. I look forward to that. Got to give me. Are you gonna give me a VIP tour, or we just talking like checking out the stadium and everything?
Ball, that's in.
Shoot, you're kidding. Wow. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
That's a ball.
Pete Armstrong speed right there. Nice. All right. I look forward to it. Gonna have to take off of work.
Nope, that's down.
Wow! Perfect, perfect, squared up, and yet that happens? Come on, MLB The Show. There's no way that should have happened.
Strike two. Ball.
Excuse me. Oh, man. Nice. Strike 3, sit down. Attaboy Jansen.
That's ball two.
Hey, Bubbles. Dude, I am exhausted. I'm exhausted from this weekend. I'm just glad that my weekend has officially started. Because we had to deal with the shooting outside the White House Correspondents' Dinner Saturday night. You know, the one with Trump and everything. So that was wall-to-wall busy coverage. I've only seen that kind of breaking news. I've seen it lately. I've been seeing that kind of breaking news a lot, where it would happen on the weekend, it happens on the overnight, and I'm the person that deals with it. Well, I'm not the only one, but I'm one of the people that deals with it. Rocky, um, well, he's currently outside. I'm sure he's happy that the door is being kept open because it's actually warm enough today to do that. It's been very weird, but otherwise, I mean, he's still mischievous,
Inside, ball two.
very mischievous. So stealing remotes, taking food off the table or off the counter. I mean, we've gotten to the point now where we've had to hide food in the oven so that he can't get to it. Yep. Not teacher of the year, but teacher of the month. Yep. So it was a pretty crazy weekend, and I was pretty exhausted from it.
That's a ball.
I'm just glad Sunday night was a lot quieter. Yeah. Well, they're definitely crazy, for sure.
That's ball two.
But did you see how fast that guy was running? Like, even Trump in the 60 Minutes interview talked about how quick the guy was moving. And honestly, I think he's right. That guy moved fast. I think you only get that kind of speed when you're running on adrenaline. That's the kind of speed where you're like nothing else matters. You're so zoned in. Yes, I did. One dead, 5 people injured, so 6 victims total. Yep, that was Friday. Strike 3, sit down. Yep, I heard about it. And we covered it too. We covered it. I mean, I will be honest, it was not a once this breaking news of the shooting outside the correspondence dinner happened, everything else kind of just went by the wayside.
Ball one. First base.
Watch. Williams is going to give up the home run for me here.
Ball. That's down.
Yeah. Yes, they did. Strike 3, sit down. And not to get like commentate, not to commentate on this, but I just found it odd for how calm Trump was once everyone started hearing the shots. Like he was just like calm. Everyone else, like you look around him, Melania, the president of the White House Correspondents Association, everyone, even the journalists that were, or the reporters that were sitting at the tables, all looked towards the back. If you look at the camera, and they were all like shocked and everything. Meanwhile, Trump was just standing there, stone faced. I just found that interesting. I'm not saying that means anything. I'm just pointing that out. That's all I'm doing with that. But I'm not suggesting anything by it. I'm merely just pointing out that he had quite a bit of a different reaction to it when it was going on, whereas everyone else kind of felt like they knew what was happening or they were shocked. But that's about as far as I'm going to commentate on it. I won't say too much else about it other than what it has been factually proven.
Ball. That pitch is out.
Uh-oh. It was too early, but at that point there was Nothing I could do. Dang, a perfect on a pitch that was out below the zone. I tip my cap to my opponent.
That's outside.
Strike 3. Sit down. All right, let's see if the offense can do anything. I'd like 2 extra base hits in that last game, so 1 more, and I'll complete that mission. It won't get me to the other Mexico City series game card, but it will get me closer.
Inside ball.
Leading things off, the designated hitter, Eddie Murray.
That's a ball.
Good.
Ball.
Strike 3, but not going to be an out because the ball got past him. So it's a strikeout, but not an out. that makes sense. Well, it does make sense because the batter struck out, but he did not get out because we couldn't throw the ball in time.
Ball, that's out.
Altuve, that's gone. Let's go. That's the extra base hit that I needed. All right, so that's done. Also, I think I. How many more wins do I need? One more?
Ball, that's inside. Aye. No, inside.
I should have let that go. That would have been ball 3. Yep, Jose Altuve. I'm tempted to put him Serpa, but I think I'm going to go Weathers. Woo! Hot shot. That's why they call it the hot corner. Woo! A little extra mustard on that one. Strike 3. Sit down. Gonna take out Bryce Terang for Ozzy. It's probably a smart move.
Nope, that's foul.
All right, a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 3rd. If I can get runners into scoring position. Would have been a strike either way.
Nope, that's inside.
Pete Crow Armstrong pulled a little bit more. That might have gotten down.
That's foul. Foul ball. Ball. Ball inside.
Oh man, if I have to walk Harper, then I'll walk him because there is a free base open. That's what I didn't want to do, and I just missed it. Oh well. So sad. Too bad.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Wow, I am not getting lucky. Come on. He shouldn't have even got, or my opponent shouldn't have even gotten on base with that. Why, MLB The Show? Why? Why is that a base hit?
Ball one.
Strike three, sit down.
Aye.
All right, let's see what we could do. Maybe we can mount a comeback. Doubtful on it, but maybe it can happen. never know. Just gotta take it slow. And Ozzy Albies, he's going deep, and this has been cut to 1. Wow.
Ball, that's out.
Okay, at least there's a base hit. Altuve had the home run earlier, so don't forget about that.
Ball, that's outside.
Yep, I knew that's where it was going.
Oh, he beat it. He beat it.
Tatis with the base hit, and we've got a tie ball game. Wow. All right, I'll take it. GG's to my opponent. Wow. Whew, that was something. That was quite a close game between me and my opponent. But those are the kinds of games I like. You know, the ones that are competitive, that are close. And there we go, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. We have him. And we have a show pack. Only one more hit. One more, and I get the deluxe choice pack. I gotta finish this. I have to. But the first thing I'm gonna do, collect these guys, get the voucher. Let's make it 6 for Miguel Cabrera. All right. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. There was one hit. So if I get the one hit, that's it. I'm done. Oh, man, what a run this has been. I will be totally honest. I did not expect to get this done today. And I mean, I expected to get the 2 cards, yes. But I did not expect to get, 1 hit away. All right, let's do this. Only 1 hit. My opponent can have the win. One hit, 1 hit, 1 hit, 1 hit, 1 hit. That's all I'm looking for here. 1 hit.
Yep, that ball went out.
Beautiful, and that's it. That's all I needed. So,
He's in there. He's safe.
wow. I did not expect to get a double, but okay. I think I'm going to help my opponent out if they need some help. Like, I mean, I'm going to just throw fastballs down the middle, not that hard, so that they can get whatever they need to. Runs, hits. Sorry, Yamamoto, but you were always going to be the scapegoat for this. Extra base hits, whatever they need. Oh, I got what I needed. I don't need to do anything else. Strike 3, sit down. Oops.
Nope, foul ball.
Foul? How is that a foul ball? I'd be so mad if I were my opponent right now. There you go. Just fastballs right down the middle. What's up, Debringa, by the way? How are you? Good.
Outside, that's a ball.
I'm sorry, I have to. Because it's not going to be a hit, and I don't want an error, so... At the very least, I gave my opponent what they needed. A win, some runs, some hits. Now I'm going to forfeit my entry and never have to play that again. More show packs? Jeez. I mean, hey, it's free stubs or free cards. I'm definitely not complaining about it. Nice! A gold Athlete Rushman. Good. That's a gold that I don't have, although I would have liked it to be Savanson. Yeah, give me the Jackie Robinson day. Larry Doby. Frick. Not who I wanted. There he is. Okay, so... Yep, still would make more. Okay. Works for me. All right. I'm going to go ahead and collect these. Thank you. That. And then also collect these so I could get Carlos Beltran. And then I'll also collect this voucher. Quite a bit of stubs I spent. No doubt about that. Ah, yes. Okay. Milestone, yeah, not this. These are going to take forever. I mean, should I just get the Giants collection done so I could get Willie McGee and then get that voucher? I feel like I should. I wanted to wait on it and give it some time, but you know, just if I can do it now, I think it would be better to get it done now, you know? I got it all done. It's all done. Now I'm just kind of chilling and killing time. You bought the two cards? Okay. You know, that's certainly one way to do it. I'm not here to discourage anyone based on what they do with their stubs. It's their stubs. They could do whatever they want with it. I'm just trying to get Willie McGee so that I can get the voucher for um Miguel Cabrera. All right, so I'm just waiting on Keaton Win. All right, just gotta wait on Keaton. Actually, since someone outbid me. Maybe someone now will sell it to me. And then I'll get McGee and then I'll call it a stream. Do 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 do. Whoops, whoops. Okay, gotta give it a little time. Oh, there we go. You got Pete Alonso and Jeff McNeil, P5. Nice. And there we go. The Giants collection is done. So I have Willie McGee. If I go over to Legends here, over Veterans, lock them in. Bada bing, bada boom. There goes the veteran voucher. So now I am 8 away, or I am at 8 vouchers for Miguel Cabrera. Good luck. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you liked the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTVNextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. You know what, guys? I thought I might get the up to the 2 cards. I did not think I was going to get the entire program done. So I'm glad that worked out. Unfortunately, I don't know what we're going to be able to do tomorrow. I'm hoping there's going to be something else. Nope, nothing until May 1st. Wow. Okay, so oh gosh. Well, what does that leave me? Because I've got all the programs done. See? No programs. Oh gosh. Well, I know there's a couple Dynasty, or I'm sorry, there's a couple of conquests that I have not done yet that I probably should get done. I guess I could always keep working on Team Affinity, keep trying to get that done. So, yeah, I'll think it over. In all likelihood, I'm probably going to do the Diamond Quest, because I haven't done this. I haven't done this either. So those are 6 cards right there that are just sitting there, and I haven't collected them yet, and I should. So I think I'll do that tomorrow. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night.